Hello, welcome to Man Among Men. I want to thank you for tuning in today. And today at Man Among Men, we're going to deal with 5 things that a lot of us men do to sabotage our own growth, to put stumbling blocks in our own way. And this is a lot of the reasons why we can't make it to where we want to go. But the thing is, many of us don't even realize that we're doing these things. The channel is Man Among Men, and we deal with different topics and different subjects that deal with us as men. We're putting together a man's manual about how things are done. If what we're talking about resonates with you, then I want you to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, then share the video with all the men that you know. And speaking of powerful men, I want to say what's up to John Leon down in Martin County, Stuart, Florida. Boys basketball coach of the year. John, my brother, you are a man among men, and there are very few like you. My man, keep doing the things that you're doing. Number one thing that a lot of men do to sabotage their own growth, and it's a stumbling block to a lot of men, and you just don't realize that it's a stumbling block, and you don't realize that this thing is holding you back. And that is always talking about what you're going to do, but you never accomplish anything. Man, this is a bad one here. Always talking about what you're going to do. Now, we all know that guy. Some of us have been that guy. Always talking about what you're going to do. I'm going to start the business. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start workout. You're always talking about what you're going to do, but you never do anything. You never accomplish anything because you never start anything. See, you get a lot of, you feel good about talking about what you're going to do, but then you never accomplish anything. See, you're the master of many things. Oh, no, that's not how it goes. You do a whole lot of things, but you don't master anything. So one of the things that you want to start doing is stop talking about what you're going to do. Don't mention again what you're going to do. Take a break. Only talk about the things you are currently doing. See, you get into this habit of talking about what you're going to do, and the reason that a lot of men do this is because it sounds impressive. And so when you say, hey, here's what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a business doing this right here, and then people applaud for you. Yay, man, that sounds so good. You're going to start that business, and then it makes you feel good. It strokes your ego. But then once you walk away, you don't even have the momentum to do anything more than just talk about it. And so when those people see you 6 months from now, you still haven't completed anything. So you have to talk about the next thing that you're going to do. And you keep doing this, and you get into the habit of talking about what you're going to do, and you never end up doing anything, and you stay stuck in the same place. So I want to tell you, my brother, here's what I want you to do. Going forward, let's don't talk about anything that you are going to do. I want you to take 6 months and do the thing that you've been called to do. After about 6 months of doing the thing, then you can tell somebody what you are currently doing. And then you can build up momentum to complete the task. Then you can accomplish something in your life. So number one, let's stop talking about what we're going to do. Let's only talk about what we're currently doing. Number two, with a lot of us men, we are so afraid of failure till it's not funny. I mean, there are a lot of guys who are just afraid to do anything, man. And anything you bring to them, they can find just how bad it is. So have you ever met a guy? You can tell him, man, this is the most beautiful day I've ever seen. Look at the skies are blue. Look at these Florida skies, man, they are blue. The sun is out, it's nice and crisp. The wind is blowing, it's a nice 75 degrees. Whoa, what a beautiful day. And then he'll look at you and say, well, yeah, I know, man, but they say it's gonna rain, so I don't know how long this gonna last. And you say, what? See, a lot of guys, they are so caught up in the negative, so caught up in looking for what's going to go wrong, they can never do anything right. See, you are so afraid of failure. You're afraid that you're going to fail. You're afraid you're going to fall on your face. You're afraid that people are going to talk about you. You're afraid you're going to look bad. You're afraid you're not going to do it right. You're afraid everybody's going to get mad at you. Listen to me, man, fear ain't going nowhere. Fear is always going to be there. You don't let fear stop you. You walk through fear and do the thing you've been called to do. Stop being afraid. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of what may happen. And most of the times, the things you're afraid that might happen, they never take place anyway. But you allow fear to stop you. And so you stand still and stay in one spot for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years. And you do nothing with your life because fear got you shut in. Fear got you running with your tail between your legs. Fear has you at a standstill and you can't move one way or the other. Number two, a lot of guys allow fear to just stranglehold their lives. And the only thing they can see with anything that's good, it's what's bad. They can automatically see all the bad in the good. Listen, if that's you and you know this is an issue that you have, brother, let's start right now. If you are afraid of whatever you're afraid of, step out into the fear. Do it afraid. Do it scared. Just do it until you beat the fear back. Because the fear is not going anywhere. The fear will always be there. But you can overcome the fear by just stepping into the fear and making it happen. Don't let fear stop you from doing what you've been called to do. There are so many men out there who are great. A lot of you brothers are great, man. A lot of you brothers got some great stuff inside of you. And a lot of you brothers want to do some great things in life, but you sit there at your desk. And because you're so afraid, you won't move on the great ideas that you have. And so you stay stuck. Number two, fear. Don't let fear stop you from doing what you've been called to do. Number three, the third way that many of us men sabotage our own life and sabotage our own growth and can't accomplish much is because many of us as men, we're always in comparison mode. You're always comparing your life to the next guy. So you got to understand, you run an individual race. You haven't been called to compare yourself to anybody else. See, you can be a very good you, but you are a bad imitation of him. You stop trying to imitate another guy. You haven't been called to imitate anybody else. You are a one of a kind, and you need to step out into who you are and start walking in your greatness, man. Stop comparing to everybody else. We get ourselves in so much trouble, man, comparing. We compare to the people down the street. We compare to our brothers. We compare to the brother-in-law. We comparing to everybody. We're making judgment calls about where we at based upon where they at. So we look at our lives and we compare our lives to their lives, and we say, in our estimation, our lives don't stack up to what their lives stack up to. So I must be doing something wrong. A lot of us got these ideas in our head like, well, by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna accomplish this. By the time I'm 40, I'm gonna accomplish this. By the time I'm 50, I'm gonna accomplish this. And all the time, in each one of those decades, you steady comparing yourself to somebody else instead of comparing yourself to yourself. See, you are your own competition. You don't have to deal with nobody else, man. You are your own competition. You're looking at the next man and trying to add up his money, trying to see, and this is what a lot of us do. A lot of us say, okay, now, I know he worked at the city. He's been at the city for 20 years, and I know his wife is a nurse. And so when you first get at the city, you make this amount of money, and nurses make this amount of money. So, you know, he's been there for 20 years, so he should be making this amount of money. So, oh, if they can afford to live over there, I know me and my wife make just as much or more than them. So we should be able to afford to live over there too. We should be able to drive that too. And so there you go. You get yourself in a ton of debt trying to compete with somebody who don't even know that you're competing with them. And so now you're strapped in debt. You got to go to work. You can't quit your job. You can't get fired from your job. You can't get laid off from your job. You can't even take a couple of days off from your job because you're so strapped to debt. You're trying to keep up with the next man down the street. My brother, don't compare yourself to anybody. You are just as unique as the fingerprints on your hand. That's how unique God has made you. And so if you're that unique, don't you think that the plan that you have in your life is unique also? Follow the plan that you've been given for your life. Stop comparing yourself to everybody. My brother, you are a man among men. There are very few like you. So therefore, since you are a man among men, conduct yourself like it. Don't look at another man and make a judgment call about what he's doing. Just go and do what you've been called to do. Comparison. We gotta stop comparing ourselves to others trying to live up to the life that they have. Now, number 4 is an issue that I have a problem with myself a lot of times, and I am guilty as charged, my brothers. I am guilty. Number 4, why a lot of men through stumbling blocks in their own way, and sometimes a lot of us can't get to where we need to be, is because we refuse to ask for help. We just want to do it ourselves. We want to tough it out. We want to white knuckle that thing and do it ourselves. And we got a lot of men around who know a lot about everything, but sometimes, just like me, you just don't want to ask for help. You just don't want to bother nobody. I get it done myself. I don't need any help from anybody. But it's an amazing thing, man. If you're trying to go somewhere, trying to accomplish something, trying to do something, you got a vision in your life, something you want to try to accomplish. Do you know that if you ask for help from another man, do you know that another brother who has experience in what you want to do, he probably can save you 5 years off the growth time by just giving you some tips about what you can do and how you can do it. See, there are a lot of books that have been written. There are a lot of YouTube videos about people who have done great things. There are a lot of men who've written books about stuff they have done. They have went to the top of their particular field and wrote books about it and give you step by step on how they do it. There are a lot of guys around you right now who can do the thing that you want to do. But it ain't their calling, but they know how to do it. And you're starting from scratch. And you're going to work your way out to the next 5 years. And somehow it inflates our ego to say, man, I've been at this for 5 years, been at this for 10 years. No, man, no. You just want to get the thing done. So if you want to build a business, and there's a guy you know who had the same business that you had or know a lot about it, he can save you 5 years, man, off the growth time by just giving you some insider tips about what to do and what not to do. Refusing to ask for help is just one of those things that can slow us down, just hold us back and keep us from being all that we can be. We got to get into the help of, if you need some help, man, ask for help. Just say, hey, I need help at this. Brother, can you give me a hand? And you'll be surprised at the number of men who will give you a hand and help you out with what you need help with. Number 5. Here's one that hold a lot of men back. Here's one that's just, it is devastating. It is devastating. And a lot of men don't even understand why they do what they do. And that is, you're constantly running yourself down. You're constantly talking about how bad you are. You can only see the badness in you. You can only see the negative in you. See, it's an amazing thing. You can look at every other man and talk about how great that other man is. You can look at another man and understand how he can do what he can do. You can look at that other man and understand, well, yeah, he good like that. But you can't look at yourself and see the goodness in yourself. So every time an idea comes to your head, what you say is, well, you know, if it was that great of an idea, somebody would have already done it already. So I'm not going to waste my time with that. You know what the flip side of that is? The flip side of that, my brother, is what you're saying is that you're so dumb and you're so stupid that you can't come up with an original idea. So therefore, if you think of an idea, It has to be done because you're just not that type of guy that can come up with an original idea. You would be amazed if you have confidence in yourself, the great ideas that you can come up with. You would be amazed at the things that you can accomplish and the things that you can do if you just govern your self-talk. See, you know that talk that runs in the back of your mind all day, every day? That talk that tells you you're no good, you can't do nothing, you can't accomplish nothing, you're going to be just like your dad and you ain't never hitting on nothing, everything's going wrong in your life. Man, listen to me. You got to put it into that self-talk. And the way you put it into it is you instill some good self-talk, because self-talk is going to happen. Whether you like it or not, we all speak to ourselves. There's a program running in the back of all our minds about how we see ourselves and how we view ourselves. That's why we do the things that we do, because we see ourselves doing that thing. That's why you live where you live, you drive where you drive. That's why you go to places you go, because there's a program running in the back of your mind that governs what you do and how far you go and what you can accomplish. And if you try to accomplish something outside of the means of what your mind is telling you that you can accomplish, you immediately pull back. You immediately say, oh, no, that's not for me. But why can't it be for you? Whatever the it is. See, you can do great things, but you first got to tell yourself that you can do great things. You got to give yourself permission to do some great things. And most of us will not give ourselves permission to do great things. Even in the midst of doing something great, we'll say things to ourselves like, well, I just got lucky that time. It was just a stroke of luck. No, man, it wasn't a stroke of luck. It's because you are good, because you are talented, because you can do stuff. You can do this thing. Whatever the thing is, you, my brother, can do it. But you gotta stop with the negative self-talk. You gotta stop running yourself down. Another thing you gotta do is you can't be complicit with people who are steady running you down. You got to move those people out of your life, even if they're in a playing mode. You see, you got to understand, man, even in a playing mode, when somebody says, oh, man, you're so stupid. No. You push back on that. See, and a lot of times, most of us won't even push back on it because deep down inside, we truly believe that we are just that stupid. But brother, you got greatness inside of you. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't. Don't you tell yourself that you don't. Man, step up to the plate. Start telling yourself good things about yourself. Start directing your path. Start speaking life into your life. Start using your tongue and using your mouth to speak life to yourself. Stop speaking death to yourself. Okay? So there you have it. 5 ways that a lot of men sabotage their own life, sabotage their own growth. Listen, go down to the comment section, if you will, and tell me some of the things that you have figured out that a lot of men do to sabotage their life. And let me know what you think, and we'll talk about those in a future video. Now, here's what I want you to do, my brother. Here's what I want you to do. Come with me. Come on. I want you to stand up every morning. I want you to stand flat-footed. I want you to erect your spine. I want you to stick your chest out. I want you to square your shoulders, hold your chin up, and I want you to look this world into the eye, and I want you to say to this world, I am a man among men, and there are very few like me. Listen to me, man. You can tell yourself how great you are. Remember, we just talked about self-talk? Tell yourself all day, every day, I am a man among men, and there are very few like me. Now, my brother, you go and you live that out. I'll see you in the next video.